Welcome to the project demonstration of IoT home automation. So here we are going to controlling the home devices like bulb and DC fan through the mobile phone with help of IoT. So that IoT commands will be received by this ESP8266 module, and this information will be given to the PIC16F73 microcontroller, and we have coded the microcontroller in embedded C language. So based on the commands received from this ESP8266 module, the microcontroller will take a decision to on and off the output modules. So here we are using 230 volts AC bulb, so which is operated through the electromagnetic relay, and DC fan, which is operated transistor. So here the electromagnetic relay is operated 5 volts. So it will get the 5 volts power supply directly from the microcontroller whenever it get the power trigger inputs, command input from the ESP8266 module. So here we are using ESP8266 module interfacing to the microcontroller through this port. So this port is used to provide the 3.3 volts, which is sufficient voltage for the ESP8266 module, as we are providing 5 volts power supply here. So it needs 3.3 volts. So for that we are using 1117 regulator, which is underneath of this PCB soldered. And coming to this transistor board, microcontroller will trigger the transistor through the 1 kilo ohm resistor. So based on the trigger from this microcontroller, the transistor will allow the 5 volts power supply to this DC motor, DC fan. And here also same, there will be one LED indication which will show us the status of this relay, and whenever it get the 5 volts power supply from this microcontroller, it will allow the power supply to the bulb. So that is 230 volts inputs, and this one is the regular power supply, so which will provide the 5 volts outputs to the motherboard, and by taking the 230 volts input. So here the parallel 230 volts input to the bulb given through this electromagnetic relay. And coming to this motherboard, so this is the reset switch along with 10 kilo ohm pull-up resistor, so in order to restart the microcontroller. And next, this steel plated one is the crystal oscillator, which will provide the 20 megahertz clock frequency to the microcontroller. The purpose of this crystal oscillator is we have provided the instructions in embedded C language, so those instructions will be executed so based on the clock frequency. So one instruction, one clock pulse. So like that we are providing 20 mega pulses per second, so that the microcontroller can execute 20 mega instructions in 1 second. And this red LED is a program LED indication, and green LED is red LED is a power LED indication, and green LED is a program LED indication. So coming to the interfacing connections, we have interfaced the relay at C7 pin and C3 pin, and this DC fan at C7 pin interfacing connections. And now before switching on this kit, we need to install some applications. So those are Juice SSH, so this is the icon. And next, network analyzer, so we need to install a network analyzer application, right? So this is the network analyzer application. So we need to install these two applications. After installation, go to personal hotspot settings of your phone, right, and change the hotspot name to project 4914. So remember that, without any capital letter, without any space, project 4914, and next password 123456789. After enabling these settings, enable the hotspot, right? No need of internet, only hotspot. So check it twice. So after that, give the power supply to our socket, and then so here it is 0 device connected, and right now one device will be connected. So after showing the one device is connected here, go to the network analyzer application in order to get the IP address of our kit. So do the scan now, so that we can see express, so 192.168.43.156. remember that. And now Juice application, and here manage connections. This is the only initial setup. After you doing the setups, so next time you can see directly the IP address. So first is type telnet, and next 192.168.43.156. 43 dot, so 156. So 156. So first is type telnet and address which we got from the network analyzer application, and here 8080 port number, that's it. And now connect to that. So there we got the reply from the kitties. Welcome to the project. Capital A, capital B, small b to on and off. So now I want to on that. So enter capital A here, and now enter. The fan got switched on. And also we got the reply of device 1 switched on. And next for capital B, enter. Device 2 got switched on. So next to off that, small a, device 1 got switched off, and small b. So like this we can control the home appliances, and also we'll get the reply from the kit. Right. Small a, small b to off, and capital A, capital B to on these devices.